Today, we're talking about product listing, but we're talking about some advanced tips. If you have not seen the basic product launch, make sure you go and watch that video first because you'll be lost in this video. Hey, I'm Norm Farrar, aka The Beard Guy, and I'm at Digital Marketer Studios. So these are tips that few people know about or apply to their Amazon product listing. These are the tips that are gonna make you stand out in front of your competitor. So first of all, let me talk about frequently bought together. Have you ever seen your Amazon site and you see 2 or 3 items put together? Well, guess what? Whoever's in that pack, that either 2 or 3 items, and if they're not your products, then 33% of those sales you're missing out on. There are some simple techniques, especially during a launch, that if you have 1 or 2 or 3 products that you can just get people to buy within your circle, just 1 or 2 people, and they'll be in the frequently bought together. But let's say you don't, this is your first product. What about going and finding a product that would work well with your product? For example, let's say I sell soap. I might need a soap dish. What's the best-selling soap dish? I'll start getting my people to buy some soap dishes with my soap. Or maybe there's a back scrubber. Anyways, you want to take these add-ons or what you think might enhance and associate yourself with that brand, and that'll give you additional sales. Now let's talk about Q&A. Nobody's using this. This is an area where you could put your keywords. If people come over here and they're looking for your product, they're interested in your product and they want more information. Now, if they say something negative, don't respond with some, upper caps screaming at them. Just be respectful, act professional. If you have typical questions, or if you write the questions and send them to people, which you can, there's nothing wrong with that, and you just happen to have all the keywords that you want, you spin it just like a press release, it's in your words why your product's so great, and you add the keyword in there, and then guess what? You add a video? You can just respond with a video and people are gonna watch that. So even if it's a bad one, like I said before, you respond with a nice video, just thanking the person for their opinion. Anyways, weaving in keywords will get indexed by the algorithm. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind. Reviews. This is an area where you want to keep an eye on your reviews. Don't feel bad if you get a 1, 2, or 3-star review. I know it hit me hard, but when you go out and you get reviews, or when people give you reviews, sometimes they just didn't like the product. I'll give you an example. I sell soap. The one person gave me a 1-star review because they didn't like the color green that I sold the soap in. And it's on the page that it was green soap. Anyways, you got to live with it. You can't help it. These people are going to give you their honest reviews, hopefully. But what you want to do is make sure you reply to each review. Getting reviews is a whole other story. We're going to get into that a bit later, but to get a review and to get that person, that consumer, to respond to you, typically it's 4%. If you've got a great product, 4% is what you can expect. There are other ways without incentivizing reviewers, because you don't want to do that. That would break Amazon's TOS. We're going to cover that in another video in detail. Influencers. I don't think Amazon sellers use influencers enough. Influencers don't have to be expensive. In fact, if you use nano or micro influencers, a lot of the times you can get them for free. What does this do? Well, if you look down on your product listing, you're going to see related videos. You can swipe 3 times on the carousel and your competitor can post there. Well, if you're brand new, here's a suggestion. Get influencers. You can go to Billo and buy influencers for very low price, and you can send them your product and ask them to do an unboxing, get them to do a demo. Maybe if you have to put something together, they'll do it for you, and you add up and you put them all up under related videos. Plus, here's something that nobody's doing. This is a secret. Create a long video, cut it up into 15 or 30 second segments. And when you script it out, make sure that each one of these videos can have a thumbnail with a different topic. You might be covering benefits, features, instructions, product demos, but you have it and you fill the complete carousel. Guess what? You fill it up and it looks like it's an educational tool. So just think of it. It's lessons going all across the bottom. People will take the time and watch those videos. If you have a video in that product, like I told you before, if you have it on your product listing, also those influencers will post about your product, and you don't have a way of adding them or not. It's the algorithm that will do it, but they'll automatically start being posted on your product listing. Now let's talk about a subject that can get you probably 44% more sales, and that's inserts. The proper insert on the proper landing pages or pop-up can get you a huge list of customers. The problem with pop-ups, or the problem with inserts, is that people use them to promote themselves and talk about themselves rather than what it should be used for, and that is to solve a pain point or help the buyer out. An example, that chef knife I was talking about. What happens if you created a recipe book? And if that person hits the QR code, goes over, they get a recipe book, or maybe a 52-week meal plan, or it could be something like a honing rod. People would provide their email address. Do they want a research paper? No. I don't know about you, I'm pretty picky about where I'm going to drop my email address. And another one, just think about this. Warranty. Give an extended warranty for people that are using the knife. So now it's a lifetime warranty, or it's a year, or whatever you like to put. People will do that because it's something that's going to give them an advantage. We'll be talking about inserts in another video, and we can dive really deep into this. What would you say if I could pretty much guarantee you doubling your profit in a few steps? You've launched your product. It's in the marketplace. You think you're getting the most out of your product, the biggest bang for the buck. And I look at that product and I say, you're wrong. You can double it, you can triple it. And this is an actual case study that we did, where we took a knife that was at $49, changed the packaging around, changed around the perception, and we brought it up to $124. Same cost of goods, same traffic, but we entered into the marketplace at a certain level where people saw it and they had this perceived value that they were getting a much higher quality knife because of the packaging. These are things that you can look at from your competitors and do one step better. Take a look at their packaging. Take a look at the psychological things. If they're putting safety seals on and you're not, or that little transparent sticker that goes on to make sure that nobody tampers with it. These are the easiest ways for you to double your profit. And I'm not kidding. This isn't hype, okay? I've done it time and time and time again, where I've looked at products where you didn't think you could go over a certain price point. We've tripled it, plus we've got more external traffic or more sessions. Another tool is Amazon's tool. We don't think that Amazon provides us with the tools, but they do. Amazon has a whole range of tools that can help you sell. So first of all, if you go under a catalog, now that might change. Amazon has this way of changing where you find things, but it was in inventory at the time of this recording. Go to catalog and you'll see that there's a listing quality score. And you can click on that button and it's going to tell you what Amazon sees to help you do better with your ranking. It might give you 2 items, it might give you 5 items, but check it out. Some of them are horrible. Some of them have nothing to do with you, but there's some gold in there. And all of a sudden it'll say, target these people. Target this. For a pet bed, for example, a dog bed. Target rabbits. Who targets rabbits? It was an area, a niche that I was missing on this pet bed. Rabbits. Wouldn't have thought about it. Found it in listing quality score. The other one is growth opportunities. So if you look up, you'll see tabs, you'll see growth. When you click on, the growth opportunities. And then when you click into that, it's going to show you all of your product SKUs. Now you're going to have to wait till you launch before you do anything. But once you're launched, you'll be able to see, and Amazon's going to tell you, add a video. And we expect that you'll get $2,000 a month more in sales. Add A+ content, expect $3,000 more in sales. And it does that with all of your product ASINs. So it's such an important tool. And just by implementing these simple things, it might be just a video, or it might be some keywords. It says it right there. Now, talking about keywords or search terms, when you have brand registry, you can, and most brands should have brand registry, you get so many more tools. You can go into the brand analytics, hit search terms, and guess what? They're going to say, Amazon's going to say, these keywords suck and these keywords are great. Replace these low traffic keywords and you'll have more sales. So, and you can explore that through brand analytics and see what you might be missing out on. Now there's also two, and I'm just going to touch on both of these very quickly. One is account health, and the other is inventory health. Both of these are so important. In account health, you'll see if your account's at risk, if there's a problem with certain areas of the account. And then you want to go and just check out your inventory health. You're going to see a couple of graphs there that show you if you're good, bad, or ugly. And just follow the prompts. There's 4 different areas that you want to check out. It's all laid out for you in the account health. And we're going to get that in another video. I have one other thing that I really want to talk about. And this could add a ton of interest to your account. And that is B2B. It's called B2B Central. A lot of Amazon sellers don't realize that they have a product that they can wholesale. And you can do this very easily. You can upload your logo, some more FAQs, policies. There's a lot of different things that you can add to your B2B. And one of the most important is price point. So you can add a quantity of 5, 10, 25, 100. And believe it or not, when you go into your report section under business reports, you'll start to see a B2B category and you're selling. But you're selling units of 5, 10, 25. I've seen units of 100 with screen wipes where it was boxes of 10 and they were selling 100. And what they found out that these educational facilities were buying them up. So you'll never know unless you start to target these other markets, and they'll show up for anybody who has a business account. It'll be right on their page, 25, 50, 100, and the different price breaks. And remember, I said this in an earlier video, don't price your product out of the market. You don't want to create product cannibalization. If you're not making money, you're not going to exist. So don't give away the farm. I usually give out a maximum of 10%. And that's if I'm selling, 25, 50, or 100, and I work it backwards. So that's it for this video. There's a lot there. Explore these internal tools. Explore everything that I mentioned. If you do this, you're going to be above the competition, because I can tell you, especially on the internal tools, people are not looking at them. So this is the end of the video, but don't forget to check out the rest of this series about selling on Amazon. All right, we'll see you in the next video.